Welcome back. Now, to try and solve this ABS problem, I've had to go and get a new hub. You see the ring there with a hole. I've just split the half shaft off the old hub, which is, I'm in at work. They've let me use the big shed, kindly, nice and dry, even though it's a lovely day. But so, absolute nightmare to get that off. Plus I'm putting on new backing plates because they always rust away. So I'll show you in here. If we look down the hole there, well, you better see it that way. So I'm hoping, I'm just going to try the hub on now. I've just given that a bit of a clean, see the bit of rust there on the inside, so any bits of metal filings or that kind of, they play havoc with the sensors. Still haven't cleared the sensor code because I've tried a different sensor. I've got two. I've got actually one here, and there's one down there. Basically, it's just not picking up, it's saying the air gap's too big. So if we, where's the one that was, so if we put that in the hole, and just, oh see I can touch that almost, I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. Obviously that needs button down. If I do that quickly now, let's just see what happens. Where will I put you? If I turn you around, place you down there. I'm just going to put that like it was going home. Put that in there. I didn't want to have to get a new hub because obviously half shaft has to come out, but I need new backing plates. I think both sides are pretty rough, but this side was the worst backing plate. So if I button that down there, I can actually feel the sensor in the hole. I'm just wondering if we have a look there. I'm just wondering if that's right or not. That seems to be well home. But then how much play is there between the hub? Because it's obviously, it's not been wearing out. If I just get the new hub here, and we just put it into situ for now and see where is the, should be, aha, right, okay. So on the top of the new hub, there's the reluctor ring in the hole. Hope you can see it. So that should line up just perfect. But I'm just wondering how big a gap. Let's have a look. Let's take that sensor out and have a look down. We'll have a look down the hole at the, and see what kind of depth we've got, and we'll give it a measure. Because there's something not right. I'm pretty sure the ring was out of alignment on the last hub. Somehow. Probably a rotten seal that's holding it on and it's moved forward or back slightly, but let's take this out for now. Now we can put washers under here to build it back, so there's no panic with bringing it back up high. It's just if it goes too low, that's the problem. So if I put this in, it's got the seals. Right, see now that, right, even without lining up the screw holes, if we have a look down, you can see that that hole is now in line with the hole, whereas the reluctor ring hole on the old one was forward, and I think it was actually out. Far too far out. Right, I think this is looking good. Couple of things. So when you get a hub, you need that reluctor ring on top of the magnetic pickup, because I'll show you here, I was sent I bought another hub from a local parts place, and I had to argue with the guy because it's not right. You'll see the difference in just 2 seconds. Here it's here. So I'll just line my one up and we'll get so this one is exactly the same hub but without the ring, and you can just see the magnetic strip. Now that wide open magnetic strip is going to cause havoc with the fluctuations of the signal, I think. But he argued with me that some of them come with and some of them come without. I think, to be honest, somebody has prized off just the copper ring, because that's the bit they were needing, or brass ring, whatever it is, and put this back and got their money back. And whoever's checked in the parts department hasn't checked. They've seen the bolts, they've seen the lock and nut. You don't even need a lock and nut for a Mercedes hub, so I reckon what else in there for. So that's going back. That was 180 quid wasted, but I can get the money back on that. This one, eBay. Some you win, some you lose. eBay, £55. Can't believe it. So that is, it's a Sunday. The wife and girl are away on school holidays back over to Ireland, and I am coming to work early. There was a job, then I got cancelled, but I'm here now. So doing this, pull the half shaft out, just a way to seat this with the half shaft and put the backing plate on and throw it all back together, and hopefully the ABS problem has gone, because obviously the magnet is lining up with the ring properly, whereas you saw on the last one the ring, I'm not sure what happened, but the ring was slightly forward. Probably through time it just wears out. I don't know how clean this is going to be, guys. This is alright. The camera looks filthy. I would say probably through time the ring moves, and it's moved off the sensor. It's not getting the right signal telling it's the air gap, so the air gap's going to be too small now probably. But what we'll do is, once we fit everything, I've got a set of verniers, and we'll measure the depth of the hole, and if it's close enough, it's close enough. If it's too close, we'll hit a pack it back out with a washer, which isn't a great thing to do, but it's a get out of jail card. You see the old backing plate there, absolutely fried. The other one on the other side's the same. Unfortunately, they hold the, well, that's the middle of the backing plate there. So this bit here and that bit there, those two bits where my fingers are there and here, they hold the handbrake shoe springs in, and once that rots out, it just pulls through. I think there was someone else I was going to say to you, and I just can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, when you're pulling out the half shaft, careful of this rubber seal, because I need to reuse that again. And I'm just about to seat the shaft into the hole. It can only go on one way because you need the magnetic pickup at the top. Where is it? There. So it can only really physically go on one way, so that's the way it goes on. I'm not really sure what that metal bit down there, that must be for the ABS sensor or something. That was on my old hub, but it was completely rusted away, so what a nightmare. The journey continues. Luckily enough, my boss, he's really fine. He's lent me the big jack, and my mate Mark's lent me the axle stands, because this is, what a nightmare. And one of the other bosses was in, and I had to get a shot of a bar off of him. But we will persevere as usual, and hopefully I'll be back to you and everything will be tickety-boo. Right, that's a half shaft and a new hub and the backing plate on, looking lovely. And the hole, if you can see in there, is absolutely perfect. Lining up absolutely spot on, basically. Whereas we saw the last one, actually, where's the lens here? I don't know if you can see down in there, guys, it's very difficult, but that should be lining up spot on. So what I'm going to do is a set of vernier gauges. We are going to put them on, zero them shut. There we go. And then at the bottom of them you have this little spiky bit, which is, if you slide the verniers down. So what I'm going to do is just put this in the hole, give it a measure to the bottom of the, it's about there. That's not bad. What have we got? 1972. And then if we get the, sorry guys, if we get the bottom of here to the top of there. What have we got? Oh, come on. Jesus, they're fiddly as shit. Right, let's have a look here. Oops. We're 1857. But 1857, but if I go to the side here, 1806, okay. So I think with a bit of playing around, we are going to get that. I think that's gonna go in just perfect. I'm going to throw it in just now. I've got to rebuild the brake calipers, which isn't the worst job, but it's a fiddly job. But now I've got the new backing plates, that should be actually easier, but we shall see. I'm still using the old stuff. I've got a new spring kit. This doodah, which turns in and out, I'll just clean that up, that's fine. The springs, one of them had fallen in and was broken. Where was the other one? There was a second one, but I've got a new spring kit, so I'm going to put that in. Crack on with that. So I'm going to put this in the hole, and this should cure it. But we shall see. Let me just double check something here. I just want to see how big yeah, I don't think the end of the sensor could actually ever touch the magnet. I think if anything it'll hit the copper ring or the brass ring, whatever kind of ring it is, and that will stop it like wearing out, because this sensor does need a push down. There's a rubber O-seal to keep the weather out. I think we've cracked it this time. I'm praying we've cracked it. Oh, we've got one more job to do, which is to drill out the ABS sensor. When I was taking it out, it snapped off in the hole, so that needs to come out before we can do that, but that's okay, we should manage that. I will update you in a while. Right, so the ABS drama is over. You saw on the last one, replace the hub. The actual sensors that I had were wrong. So I had one from eBay, totally wrong. Basically, the cheap sensors from eBay and from a Motor Factors, there was no resistance, so it was fluctuating and putting the sensor right off. So bit the bullet, bought one from Mercedes, 140 quid, solved the problem. But I still think the ABS ring was out of alignment anyway. So it's now Monday, the 17th of April, it's in for test today, fingers crossed. I'm actually in Edinburgh for work, won't show you around. I'm actually sitting in the machine just now, just rigged it, ready to grab a boat tomorrow, 4,500 tonne of wheat. So hopefully get the call that it will have passed and everything should be good. Replace the backing plates as well, both sides. So that should be it. So that's that part out of the way. So next thing I think I'm going to move on to is front and rear shockers. They're looking a bit ropey. Right, hope you enjoyed the video, and any questions please comment. Thank you, bye.